Hello, welcome to Meta Perfume. I am Emily here again today with Twixie. Twixie, best dog. And I'm going to cover my summer fragrance collection today. It's summertime, it's hot outside, and these are the fragrances that I think it's summer. I should wear these because they're the best in the summer. And I also I've been doing seasonal fragrance collections for the past year, and I did the spring, and there were some in the green tea range by Elizabeth Arden that I thought, oh shoot, I didn't put any of those in. So because the green tea range is really good for summer and spring, I'm going to put all of the ones that I would have covered for the green tea range in the spring into the summer video. So yeah, let me get started. I like fruit light. Patchouli comes in the evenings a lot in the summertime. This is a celebrity fragrance by Sofia Vergara. It is called Tempting Paradise. I'll put the notes up here. I'm not going to put all the notes up or go into all of the notes because I can't remember them all. But I'll just talk about kind of the prominent notes. So this is a tropical fruit with citrus, but it's more of the tropical fruit and then some light florals. And I think it's got benzoin in the base, but it's very mild. It's not a strong benzoin component. This is a really nice but low longevity fragrance. So it's a very fruity, kind of youthful, kind of could overspray it, but it won't last probably more than 3 hours, even with an overspray. But it does smell really good. So that is Tempting Paradise by Sofia Vergara. And I have the L'Imperatrice, a watermelon heavy fragrance, again, fruity. I think it's got a lot of musk in here too. This one is really nice for like summer evenings. I think with the musk, it's a little bit more evening appropriate, but it is a very watermelon-y fragrance, and I really like a watermelon note, so definitely one I like to reach for in the summertime. Dolce Gabbana L'Imperatrice 3. I have the Hermes Voyage. Called and Voyage de Hermes by Hermes. This is a unisex fragrance. It's got some woody components. It's very fresh, very lovely. A little bit not woody, well, it is a little woody, but it's like a light kind of wood. Voyage de Hermes by Hermes. Very nice. I've got a couple Britney Spears fragrances. I'm not sure how easy this one is to find. This is one of my favorite Britney Fantasy from the Fantasy line. So this is Island Fantasy. It also has a strong watermelon note, but this one is more of like a watermelon candy. It's like sweet. I think I'll put the notes up here. It's got that citrus. I think there's a clementine note on top. It's really, really lovely. I like this one probably even more than my watermelon L'Imperatrice. And I go to this a lot in the summertime. That is Island Fantasy by Britney Spears. Another summertime Britney fragrance is the Believe, and this is a guava and patchouli heavy fragrance. Those are really the notes that I get from this. So I don't remember what else is in it. But it's definitely strong on the patchouli. So you gotta like patchouli. Probably another good one for the evening. I feel like patchouli comes up a lot in my summer fragrances, but then I don't, if it's got a patchouli component that is like there and present and noticeable, I generally prefer to wear it in the evening. So this would be one of those. Believe by Britney Spears. Then I have an Armaf that is a pineapple heavy pineapple is kind of the main note, and this is also another patchouli strong fragrance. Another good nighttime. Gotten compliments on this. Yeah, this is definitely more of a nighttime, maybe even a date night fragrance for the summertime. Salvia by Armaf. Salvia Perfume by Armaf. This one I am almost out of. I really like this fragrance. It's one that it's a little hard to find now, so I got my eyes open for it, but if I found it, I would probably buy another one. But at this point, I like it so much that I'm trying not to use it up. I'm just kind of like sparingly using it every once in a while. But this is Gin and Rose Water by Tokyo Milk, and it's heavy in orange and mimosa. This is the first mimosa fragrance I really liked, so this is used a good Tokyo Milk, Gin and Rose Water. Let's put these closer. This is one of the Aqua Allegorias by Guerlain. This is the Tia Azzurra, which has got a chamomile note that makes it really distinctive. I don't think I have any other chamomile fragrances, and this is just a really nice, light, calming, refreshing, because chamomile is like a sedative herb flower. And this one, this just kind of makes you feel peaceful and nice. The longevity, you know, I think the patchouli fragrances have more longevity generally, because that patchouli note is a pretty good anchor in the base. This fragrance I would say is like medium to light longevity, probably just like 4 hours of noticeable fragrance after you spray it, but it is a nice calming summer scent in my opinion. And this is like red berries. This is SJP NYC, and it's got a strawberry component that is prominent. This is just a really fruity, feminine fragrance. Let's see how much I'm doing pretty good on this. And that strawberry is prominent in it. It's a good one. Very sexy, feminine, from SJP NYC celebrity fragrance. It's good. This is another Hermes. This is the Un Jardin sur la Nile. I think this is probably a unisex fragrance, maybe leaning a little bit feminine, but it's like a garden, and so there are vegetal components in this that are pretty unique. I think the carrot, maybe carrot seed, maybe some tomato, but it's not like salty. It's just a little bit more, I don't know, it's unique. It definitely has a garden feel. It's light, kind of herbal, but it's not, it's a little bit green. Yeah, it's just interesting with the vegetable components. Very lively for daytime, I would say. Un Jardin sur la Nile by Hermes. So, get into a couple of the Elizabeth Arden. I have the white tea ginger lily. I think is a nice one for summer. So generally the white tea fragrances are great for high heat. They are just very refreshing. This one has a little bit less longevity, I would say, than the original, but I really like this variation of it. I think this might be, yeah, this is my favorite variant of the white tea for sure. And they say it's a floral musk citrus. Obviously the white tea is a prominent note, but I think there's also a little bit of purple flowers in there. Well, the lily kind of gives it this unsweet floral component. Yeah. White tea, Ginger Lily by Elizabeth Arden. Also good for summer. This is the white tea by Elizabeth Arden, the original, and this is great for summer. I think it's unisex. I shouldn't spray these, there's too many. I do my fragrance collection, try not to spray too many because then I'm just like, can't smell anything afterwards. But yeah, white tea, pretty popular, classic, inexpensive, great for the high heat, somewhat unisex. It's got like green components. White tea obviously is the main component. Another summer favorite of mine, white tea by Elizabeth Arden. I recently went to Las Vegas over 4th of July and it was really hot. And I took my little mini of this because I think this is just a really good high heat, hot weather fragrance. And it was good. It worked out well. So this is a Brazilian fragrance that my soon-to-be sister-in-law gave me. It's Pitanga Preta by, it says Ecos Frescor Natural, I think is the, Natura is the name of the maker. This reminds me just a little bit of the SJP NYC, but a little bit less strawberry forward. It's like other fruits and a light, like refreshing patchouli component. I think that I would wear during the day. It's just not very heavy. I really like this one. Pitanga Preta by Natura. Very nice. Okay, this is another white or green tea? Tea. It's a tea fragrance. Vanitas by Versace. This is an easy reach. It's got kind of a defective bottle though. Let's see. I can smell that ginger lily still. I don't know if this is turning maybe. This might have gone off. Yeah, it's not smelling quite like I remember. Not smelling quite as good. And well, it was. I should have used it up faster. That's why I'm worried about all these. I have too many fragrances. But actually it's smelling a little better now. Maybe it was just the nose. Anyway, this is a nice light floral tea fragrance. That is generally an easy reach, but it has kind of a messed up bottle. So, Vanitas by Versace. Next, I'll go into my Dolce Gabbana light blue collection. I have 3 of these. I'll go from kind of my least favorite to my most, but I like them all. Like, even though I have a preference of some over the other, I think I will work through all of these in time, and I'm glad that I have them. This is the O Intense, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue O Intense. This one has the best longevity probably of the 3. It stays pretty true to the original light blue, but just a little bit more intense, obviously more heavy with a little bit better longevity. This is the classic. I also have the original. I feel like I've gone through a little bit more of the original, and generally I tend to reach for the original more, especially in the hot weather. I would say like in the springtime I might do, or when it's not quite as hot, I might do the O Intense, but in the hot weather I'll go for the original when I want to wear light blue. This is citrusy, fresh light. But my favorite light blue is definitely the light blue sun, and I have the eau de toilette of that. And that is a little bit more floral, but the particular floral component in it is frangipani, and I love frangipani. Like, it's one of my favorite floral notes. So yeah, this one is like nice. It's pretty. yeah, my favorite, light blue for sure. Dolce Gabbana light blue sun. It's a little bit more floral, just a little, with that frangipani. This is very nice. Next, I have a Tom Ford fragrance here, the Soleil Neige. I think that means sun snow. The eau de parfum of this. This is also very interesting and cool. I forget about this one. Lovely, lovely. Probably my favorite Tom Ford fragrance that I have smelled to date. Definitely interesting. It's got like a unique component that I can't remember the name of, but it's just a really like unique, light, lovely smelling fragrance. Good for summer, probably fine for spring, and it might even stand up in the winter if you sprayed a lot, but I think of this more as a summer scent. So Soleil Neige by Tom Ford. So I have a couple more celebrity fragrances. The JLo glows that I have. I think the original glow I might have featured in my springtime fragrance collection because it's a bit more floral. I think of floral as more spring, like real heavy floral. I think of more like fruity with a little floral, like fruit forward, as more summer. So this was Rio Glow by JLo. This one has pretty poor longevity. It's not, I don't know, it's not really remarkable. It's okay. I like it. It's fruity, but it doesn't last very long, and it's not super unique. So not one of my favorite summer fragrances, but definitely a scent that I will reach for it from time to time this summer. Now this one is another in the JLo Glow, or the JLo, yeah, this one might be Miami Glow. I guess yes, Miami Glow. This one was a favorite of Kathleen Light's. That's the reason I purchased it. And this is a strange fragrance for me. I feel like I tried it on either last night or the night before, and it made me realize that I'm not the biggest fan of a lactonic note in fragrance. And I think that this has kind of like a milky, coconutty, tropical fruit vibe. It's interesting, it's unique, it's not bad, but that lactonic note in it is kind of probably why I don't care for it more or reach for it more or love it as much as Kathleen Lights loves it generally. But that's Miami Glow by JLo. And then one of my favorite high heat, like I didn't bring this to Vegas, but this is also one that I trust and prefer when it gets very, very hot. And this is the Fig Tea, a unisex kind of green fig fragrance with a like real fig, sweet fig note in the opening, and then like a kind of a cardamom spicy dry down, which has like a coldness to it to me, so I feel like it's got like a cooling dry down. Yeah, Fig Tea by Nicolai Perfumes. Definitely a go-to for me. You can see I've used up a pretty good amount of it, and this still smells really good even though I've had it for a while. I think that is it for my non-green tea range fragrances in my summer collection, so I'll get into the green teas. And we'll start with the original green tea. Great summer scent. This, I mean, there's just something very, very refreshing about the green tea line generally. So in the summer, you know, if you're feeling like there's too much humidity and you spray this on, it's just like, oh, I kind of want to spray it now, but I'm not going to. I've sprayed enough. The original green tea, definitely one of my favorite from the green tea line. And I did a whole series on this. It's one of my more popular videos, but I gave away several of the green teas that they weren't my favorite, but the ones that I really liked I kept. So the cucumber green tea, it's a little bit more unisex. This is pretty interesting. I don't have any other cucumber fragrances, and it really does have a cucumber scent, which, you know, you can imagine like cucumber infused water. Yeah, and the green tea component, like the green tea note itself is not as prominent as the cucumber note, so it's an interesting, I think it's kind of unisex from the green tea range. Next, I have the green tea exotic, which is one of my favorite in the green tea range. It's got a lime note, and I love lime. If you watch my channel, you'll probably know I've said that a million times, but yeah, with the note, the lime prominent in this, it definitely is one of my favorite in the green tea range for sure. So that is green tea exotic. This with Arden. This is a fruity one of my favorite fruity ones. I think I really like both the fruity green tea nectarine blossom and the green tea pear, but I think I prefer the green tea pear just a little bit more. Yeah, it's like a fresh, juicy pear infused into the original green tea is basically what this smells like to me. So win and win on both levels. That is the green tea pear blossom. Yeah, I don't know why it says pear blossom. It's really more like the fruit, the juicy, ripe, sweet pear fruit, rather than like the blossom of the tree, but probably got a floral component in there too. So this one is green tea nectarine blossom. Again, that nectarine component is really nice, prominent over the tea note, so it changes the green tea fragrance into more of a fruity with a green tea undertone, which is delicious and lovely and great for summertime. Green tea nectarine blossom. All right, 4 more green teas. Now this is one I almost certainly would have put in the spring video because I think of lavender as a springtime note, but it is very, very good and perfectly fine for the summer as well. So that would be the green tea lavender. I think the lavender note in this is pretty subtle. It's not like overpoweringly lavender. It just gives it like a little bit more of a unisex flair. And slightly herbal, more herbal than the original green tea, but it is really nice. One of my favorites as well, green tea lavender. Favorites from that line. The last 3 that I have from the green tea range, and the last 3 that I'll cover in this video, are green tea mimosa. This is the other mimosa fragrance I really like, actually. Let's break down the cap again. Yeah, I was kind of a mimosa hater. I think it was because of Versace Yellow Diamonds, which has a pretty big mimosa component, and I didn't really like that fragrance at all. I thought I was a mimosa hater, but I've smelled some good mimosa. That gin and rose water, and this is definitely a floral take on the green tea, more heavy in the floral, but nice. I think mimosa is a nice complement to the green tea as florals go. I like that one. But go from this one. This one is like pretty unique. This is the green tea summer. Pretty unique in the green tea line. More, I think this might be the one that doesn't have an actual tea note in it, and it has like either a watermelon note. It's definitely more just a melon note. I'm not sure. I'll put the notes up here, even though I can't remember them now. Yep. But this is interesting and different than the green tea. So if you're looking for a green tea that doesn't smell like green tea summer. Obviously it's summer. More fruity. And tasty. Lovely. And I think this is the last one. Yes, one of my very favorites as well from the green tea range. The green tea lotus. Green tea lotus. Oh, I'm gonna spray this on me. I like it. The longevity is not amazing, but it's not terrible. It's just because it smells so good, you want it to last longer. You know, those fragrances where you're like, this is amazing for like an hour and then I can kind of smell it for another hour and a half, and then I wish I could smell it and it's not there, but it smells really, really good out of the bottle. You spray more. Anyway, that is where I will end this video on Green Tea Lotus. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you. If you made it to the end, put a lotus, say lotus in the comments. Tell me what your favorite fragrances are for the summer, anything that I missed or anything that I have that you really love. And I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.